Oh,
All right, it looks like we're live. We're just gonna start just talking a little bit. That's why I really did wanna go ahead and show this video about DJ Kid, aka Jason Poe. So, hello to the few people that are out there. You guys, when you come in, make sure you hit that thumbs up real quick. All right, Regina Williams said, hey, Regina, welcome to the chat, and thank you for tuning in, and thank everybody. Okay, so I
hey
have
everybody.
right here Tyesha Moe. Welcome to the show, Monique.
Hey Katie. Thank
Hey.
you for having me on your show again to tell my story because a lot of people didn't know that was me. The article was sharing flowing through Facebook. It was me. So yeah, thank you for having me on your show once again. True
Oh,
stuff.
you are welcome. Thank you for coming
Yeah.
back again, Monique. You have
Thank
a
you.
long journey of different things that have happened with you. And I see a
Yeah.
future with us, talking about a lot of things.
Yes, baby.
So thank you for coming. And we're going to get off into your journey. Before I show this video, tell the people a little about your journey and what you went through.
Okay. I met a young man named Eric Gordon. And very nice, very charming, just like damn, it was too good to be true. So on that journey, I start dating. We start like dating. Never in the million years that this man had AIDS.
Oh
And
my.
he had AIDS and oh my God, is oh I'm about to relive Diary 37 because when that happened to me, I actually wrote about my experience in a short little diary. The diary I think I did with Eric probably about it was March. I met him in March 2017. And I stopped dealing with him all the way up to like the 10th month of like really the 11th month of no, the police report. It was the 10th month of 2017. So it was a short period of time, but in the midst, we was always together. Like we was always together. But come to find out, he had AIDS, knew he had AIDS, and was willing to give me AIDS. But at the same time, we practiced safe sex. But I'm gonna tell y'all my story. This how I found out that the man I was sleeping with that had AIDS. Well, he had the virus. He was just taking a lot of medication. So met him, started taking me on dates. Started just um, taking me on dates, and man, he started coming to my house, and we just started vibing, just regular stuff. But
Say this right there, Monique.
what you say? Yeah,
Say
that's
this
that's
right there on the
that's
picture.
yeah. Uh-huh.
So that's the man. That's
Yeah, that's Eric. So so in the process of me dealing with Eric, I think he was moving out his apartment or something. So we messing around. Like I met him like in March of 2017. So I'm gonna get real down to how I found out. So
yes. Take your time. Take your time. We
because it's been since 2017, and I put it behind me, but I was always open and my ears open because if somebody trying to give anybody something out here, I'm coming for you. I'm gunning for you. He was so secret and private with his disease. So I never seen when he used to come and spend a night with me. It was never. I never saw medication. I never saw medication. Bring his clothes, toothbrush, the normal. No, so come to find out, all the medication was inside his car.
mm,
So I found this. I knew it was true because I wish I had my old phone, but I don't know what happened to the phone. That was a 2017 phone. And I had my, like pictures of us. I found like two pictures I'm gonna put up there later after this interview. But
Oh
make a
yeah,
long
inbox it to me, and I
I
can
well, I'll send them. I'll send them to you.
most definitely.
And so, oh, y'all, this journey, it was a spiritual journey because I feel like, and I told my mama this, I feel like the universe, the creator, I feel like he was sent to me. Like it
Like
was
in
a
a bad spirit, like a bad spirit sent to
I,
you.
I feel like this man was sent to me, but he couldn't attack me. Girl, it was a spiritual journey I was on. After I prayed about him, because the relationship was so fucking good to be true. I'm like,
Mm,
okay, I always had good relationships because I was with Hodge for so many years, and
right.
I just had
Were
so
you
many
living together
good
or Jay?
relationships. But so he went to work, so he came over one night. So he spent the night. So we got up, we vibed all that day. It was a Saturday, so I was also. I had he asked, he said, Ty, can I drive your car? I was like, hell, what the fuck? You can drive. I'm chilling. I ain't got nothing to do. I don't have no plans. So he got my car. So it's just a regular Saturday. Shit, I'm chilling, I'm vibing. Yeah, it is what it is. So about 11:30, he come in. So he liked to drink. I believe it was hen. He liked hen, and so he stopped at the liquor store because he don't drink clear. So I was still drinking Ciroc then, and
Right,
so he came in. So we chill, we watch movies. So I had to go to sleep because I had to get up to go to work the next morning. I was working at St. Francis house. No, this was on the Friday. I forgot I was off that Friday from Raceway. So
right.
that Saturday, that's I skipped. So when he used my car, that was that Friday night. So leading into Saturday morning, that's when I was getting up going to work. So in which I did, I got up Saturday morning going to work. He kept my car that Friday night. He took it to work. So I get up, get ready for work, take my shower, boom, have to be there at 4:30 at St. Francis. So clocked in, normal, just a normal, beautiful Saturday morning, getting ready to flow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all now. This how I found that he had AIDS. So
Mm,
at 9 o'clock. So I'm at work. It's now. Keep in mind, I went to work at 4 a.m. and I got off at like 9 a.m. So it was like a 4 hour little job I had, but I liked it. So man, that moment of my life, y'all, I was running scared. And
mm.
so I got out. I was walking to my car. I locked my door, and it was like God. It was like He shifted
That
my
is
eyes
good.
straight to the target. So when my eyes it when I saw what I saw a pill and I saw his work glove. So the first thing I said, damn, I said this pill look like it's a death pill. That's exactly what
It's
I
a
said.
what?
A death pill. That's exactly what. If I think I can. I don't know if I can get my report from UMS. Um, because that's exactly what I told the doctor. And they was writing. The police just came in there because baby, no, mother ucker. What you not gonna do is effing touch me, and you have that. And
Oh,
so,
wow.
um,
So did you instantly like
so
Google take a picture of the pill?
yes, so when I got the pill off the floor. So I didn't crank up. So I had to Google because I need to know what the fuck this pill is. This motherfucking big. with different colors. One color was a different color than the other pill, and it was as fat as hell. So I
It
said,
was
so I
like a
said,
real big old pill.
girl, I sat and Googled the pill. So when I Googled the pill, my right hand of God, if the universe, the most high of the creator can come down and just take me right now, man, it looked like something just took all my breath away. Like everything just, my whole body, my whole life just went numb at the moment. I got the screaming and motherfucking hollering.
Oh my
So
god.
the only thing I was, it's early in the morning. My mama, she sleep. Now I can't tell everybody what the fuck is going on just right now. This is some serious shit. So I ran straight to UMS. You know, I work at St. Francis. So I took my ass right to UMS. Man, I think I showed out so motherfucking bad in that lobby, but they felt me. They signed me in. I think I waited in the lobby like 10 minutes. They rushed me straight to the bed. A police. I need the doctor when they got the police. Because now this time I'm not, I had the pill, put the pill in the glove because I had gloves. I just put it in the glove, gave it to the doctor. The two doctors, they knew exactly what it was. They looked at it, they said, whoever is on this medication have AIDS.
That
Girl,
is a gut wrenching
I
statement.
think what you say?
That's a gut
Yes,
wrenching statement.
yes,
You go
ma'am.
to the hospital and find that in your car, and the last person in your car
Mhm.
was your man,
My man,
and
my
the doctor.
boyfriend. He was my boyfriend at the time, and so I look, I sat there. We sat there. So the doctors, they asked me. They said, "Did he touch you unprotected?" I said, "No." I said, "He never touched me unprotected." I said, "We always use condoms." I said, "I practice safe sex." I was crying. I said, "No." I said, "He." I said, "The only thing he have done or sex." I said, "Yes, he make love to me and whatever." I said, "But going inside of me raw." I said, "No, girl." I didn't know if I'm losing my mind. I don't know, motherfucker. Can saliva give me AIDS? It's the virus, it's so
Yeah, so
much
you didn't
going
know
through my head.
if all of it was transmittable, all of the sex acts.
I have on the sports bra. Excuse the interview, but I didn't.
Okay, great.
It's just
Were you thinking about the type of sex acts and whether that was highly transmittable and things like that? Because we have things like a rectal, and then we have the vaginal, then we have the oral. Sometimes it's certain things that can increase the transmission.
right. I mean, right. Like, I mean, I, at that moment, what you just said, I mean, it was just, I just felt it so nasty. I didn't. And when I went to the hospital and the nurses and the doctors was talking to me, I was still crying. I didn't give a fuck because now in my mind, you knew you had it. You didn't have no motherfucking business touching me. You knew you had this shit. So my guy, why you touch I was innocent blood, still innocent blood because I don't have the AIDS, the virus, I don't have it. And so in my brain now, I'm in a rage because now you knew you had it. And you approached me when I was a single lady living downtown behind the changes, behind Community Bakery in them apartments. Google that fucking address on the police report. I sent you. So I'm number one. I didn't have a boyfriend, so I was a single. After the breakup with me and Hodge, I just live my little life single as a black woman.
Right.
So I just came across somebody that was attracted to me, and I met him in March 2017, and it ended the 10th month 2017. And actually, it was
So
like
to
we was living
October.
together. Yeah, October. And so when I'm still at the hospital, so the doctors told Blue Blue that I made my report. So I'm walking out. I leave the hospital now. Keep in mind, he's still at the apartment. He's still at my apartment. So I didn't even go straight to my apartment. I think I rose. I think I just drove around the whole city of Little Rock, trying to get my thoughts
Trying
together,
to get your
trying
mind
to see.
together from what just happened.
Yeah, yeah. So I waited till like 1 o'clock. I called my mama and she said, Monique, what is wrong? I said, I just have to come see you. I didn't even go home because now that time, nigga, you know you have this shit. You in my shit. And now I can't let you know that I found your medication in my driving
Okay, so you holding on
scoreboard.
to the information.
Yeah, so I was this was dangerous now because now I'm exposing you to the police. I already exposed you. Now it's dangerous. So I came back home probably and I was scared as hell. Keep in
Yeah,
mind
this
he
is
was
scary.
so I pulled up at my mama house and I girl she was she when I pulled up I went in there and I just got the crying. I said and I gave her this pill. I said just Google this pill. And she said, Monique, where you get this pill from? And I said I found this in my car this morning when I was getting off work. And I
Oh,
was just crying. I was just
oh,
crying my heart out because at this moment they couldn't do no tests on me. They couldn't do nothing on me.
how
So I
could
had to.
they? How can they do a test?
I forget. They couldn't do no HIV test at the ER at UMS. They did not do it HIV test. So
They actually
he
do.
told me
You just gotta
I had.
ask.
This was over the weekend, so now I have to wait all the way up to Monday morning. I bust Dr. Lewis motherfucking door down. It wasn't no calling on no motherfucking telephone. I'm pulling up. It, man, cause I'm a regular. I'm a regular. Yes, ma'am. I pulled the fuck up. I went straight to the office in front of me. I said, look here, I was crying. I said, I need to get tested. And I said, I gave them my information. They rushed me right to the lab. No, they rushed me to the vet. I got a full everything, pep smear, everything. So once they did all that on me, they took me to the lab room. And I told Dr. Lewis my story. I just told him what just happened to me over the weekend. So they did the HIV test on me. I sent you the information at first. That first HIV test I ever took in my life was um, the first HIV test I ever took was it was the 10th month, the 5th of 2017.
2017 was the first time you ever got tested for HIV.
Yeah, ever
Oh,
because I already
yes,
knew I was
that
clean
is. Let me say this.
because I did
See,
a pep smear and everything.
but blood work is so
Yes,
important.
yes,
That
but I probably, yeah, that was my first time. But me having I never had an STD. I never had none of that a day in my life. So that's how I went straight to Dr. Lewis. Cause this the man know my whole body. Man, you know everything. He know I didn't not have no AIDS, cause I get a checkup. But because when you get sick, everybody, if you the symptoms with AIDS, it's gonna hit you. You're gonna show some type of symptoms if you have it. I don't know if it's a month or two, you're gonna start feeling
I think they
sick.
said 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks.
I just knew I always go get my checkup, the pap smear, the regular, the breast exam, the regular. But the first time for me getting really tested in this situation, it was 2017, and I'm being so honest. That was the first time because I feel like I wasn't even gonna come across nobody like that. But oh, y'all better be
So
careful
you
out
always
here.
trusted the man who you were in relationships with.
Yes, y'all
'Cause
better be careful.
I would say when it comes to me, like even like if I can trust him, or I'm like, oh, I don't think he's cheating, or I think I always just get tested, you know.
You supposed to.
Everybody
Yes.
most should. I mean, it's sometimes I like it's been a while since I've even been active, so I still get tested every 6 months. Like even though I haven't been sexually active, but
Girl,
I
I
think
think
it's
of
so
that.
important that we be in the habit of doing those checkups.
I think I got 7 HIV results from 2017 all the way up to now, baby. A lot of people my age can't show me that. Show me your HIV record, because I have a trend. That's the new trend for this video. This video, the HIV trend. Show paperwork, because I need to see everybody HIV status. Because when I ran into Eric, was dating him, that became a part of my journey, the HIV. I started educating myself, and I started standing for women that catch HIV by their mates.
Right.
Married women don't know they nigga or husband out here cheating and bring them back HIV. I stand for women like that. Nothing else.
Yeah.
And men's, because women's do this shit too. Women's can get with a man and know they have a whole motherfucking AIDS. Anything you cannot get rid of and pass it to your mate. And when you get with this man was a clean, healthy man. He gets sick and go to the doctor. You the only one he been sleeping with for 6, 7 months, 8 months. You gave me this. So I stand for people like that. That's my journey. So
Yes,
with it,
ma'am.
because you gonna go to jail. Like you don't touch is this. It's vice versa. I'm not racist with it. I just don't like when people out here sleeping with innocent people and they need to talk about their status.
They don't
Yes,
say
ma'am.
anything. Did you all have a conversation like that when you first met him? Did he ask about your status? Did you ask about his?
Yeah, yeah.
Or was there any point in time when you were dealing with him that he tried to sleep with you raw?
Never. Never. He never touched me unprotected. He always used condoms. No, ma'am. Now, I can't say nothing bad about him that he knew that he had that, but when we got intimate, he gonna always make sure he put that condom on. Like
Yeah,
facts, and I'm gonna make sure that too, as a woman. I mean,
yeah,
I'm just dealing with you. You knew in my life. So I don't know you that good. You ain't, uh, and you still can't know the man you've been sleeping with for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So
true.
it's real out here. And so I went to my mama house after, I told her to Google the pill. I was crying. So I went home. I went. Now it's the waiting game with me and Eric. Now so when I left my mama house and she did not want me to go to the house, but I wanted to confront him about the goddamn blue and red pill I found um on the goddamn floor on my car, in the floor of my car. What the
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it was a blue and red pill, girl. The pill was so fat. I mean, I couldn't even swallow a pill like that. That's like a big, thick, death pill. That's
Oh
what it
my
was.
God. So it was like a horse pill.
Yes, girl. Yes, that's what I did. I had to Google the pill before I left work, and then when I Googled that pill, girl, it looked like something just looked like my whole life just left my body at that moment. I wasn't no good. It was like I was walking on air. It was like my whole body was just a air. Like, whoo, it was terrible. So I made it home. So I went in. I had to play it cool. I just had to play it cool. Now, I already told the police they wrote it up. Now this something serious because I didn't know it was that serious, to the police and the doctor broke it down to me. So this how the reports and shit got involved. And so and I'm knowing when I was sitting there, I was like, I know he didn't supposed to touch me if he knew he was taking this medicine and you get something you can't get rid of. Now it was just God was just working in the midst of the storm. The devil was working in the midst of the storm. But when I say the Most High, that battle right there, I don't wish that on nobody out here. I
I
don't
know
wish
that's
that.
right.
I don't wish that on my motherfucking enemy, man, because that's a scary feeling.
Mhm.
Waiting for your results. You can have it or you don't have it. But
It's
if
one
you
or the other. So
it's
so
either
those tests never come back inconclusive.
no, baby, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. I just have to. Wait a minute. Let me find my first test. I don't know if I gave you my first test.
Yeah,
Uh.
looking, I didn't see it. I seen some police reports, but I'm strolling through here. Let me see.
I'm
Okay.
sorry for leaving the camera, guys.
Oh,
I'm
you
truly
okay?
sorry.
You okay?
But
I was
okay,
looking here. I
this
see something that says AEL.
okay, this right here. Uh-huh. This is from Memphis.
I didn't
This
want
is
to. I didn't want to put this up because I don't want to blast your phone number. But
girl, that's not the correct phone number
oh, okay, that
anymore.
is the correct number. Okay, okay. So let me.
All the addresses, none of that. It's just the
Oh, you're
status
not
is the
currently
right. Yeah, the AEL is the main HIV headquarters in Memphis. This where everybody blood work go to. This is the truth. You see, all my paperwork got AEL. These people say they should be like, I'm tired of testing Mrs. Howard, but they know I'm on the movement with this. I advise
there.
anybody to get tested.
Oh yes. And I was telling, I remember I was
That's
talking to
why
a
I'm
lady
wearing
about.
red.
I like that
That's
red.
that's why I'm wearing. I represent the
You told me
innocent
I was
victim.
gonna wear some red, girl.
Look,
But
yes, I'm. Go ahead. You can
I
go
like
ahead.
there's two different types of HIV tests, and some people don't know. But you have the kind that tests the blood, and it actually tests positive and negative. Then you have the one that shows reactive and non-reactive. You need to get both of those. And they
Mm-hmm.
if well, I know out here where I am, it's a lot of promiscuous stuff going on. So, they got where you can go in, they prick your finger and you get the results right there. So they have a lot of different tests. And I'm gonna tell you about this too. Because when the man told me about it, I said, hey, I don't sleep around. I don't need that. But for some girls who may have a different lifestyle or some men who have a different lifestyle, they do have a medicine called PrEP. And you go into your local PCP or the local clinic, they can give you a PrEP if you need that. So if you think you came across someone that has it, you can take that pill within 72 hours and it kills it before it even tries to attach itself to your system. So they have the PrEP, and then they also have, there's condoms, there's protection.
It's
So
always the
that's
good testing for
bet.
me. It's the blood.
Prevention is always the best bet. And they also
The
have,
blood.
they also
Damn
have,
that pill. The
yep,
blood. Shit,
they
that
also
blood
have a
work.
pill. They also have a pill if you think you had sex with somebody that got it. You
Like,
go in
like,
and
like me.
change,
Like
and you
my
can take it.
situation. Yeah, it's
So
that.
they have a lot of stuff to protect us now, and even if someone is positive, they can live a long, healthy life. They have the medication
Yeah,
that works
now,
on
dude.
the basis, and it keeps it like hidden in your system. So it's not the death sentence that it used to be, but no one wants it.
Mm-hmm.
Honest, but most definitely, there's a lot of things to help you along the way if you were to ever get it. But most
Yeah.
definitely, protection when it comes to things like sometimes we'll see somebody vibe with them and hook up. Especially when it comes to that, always use condoms. Don't trust anyone, and you're having
Man,
one night
for
stand with.
real.
Because if y'all, if y'all get down with a one night stand, then you know that's somebody you need to wrap it up with. But most definitely, we most of the women, the big majority of people that catch it from the women catch it from somebody they trust or love. You know.
Yep, and it's always the innocent victims. It's always the innocent victims that wind up going to the doctor, not knowing they have HIV because somebody in the relationship is unfaithful. That's where it started. The innocent victims. That's where I come in at.
How
Because
long
if you
do you think Eric caught it? Who do you think he got it from?
Well, I don't know because once I found out that he had it, baby, I went on a fucking rampage.
I know you did.
No, baby, what you not gonna do? Because at that moment, I'm feeling nasty. Now I feel so sick. Now, oh my God, oh, like I still get the shakes from that shit. Like that
When you
shit
think
was just
about
not
it,
right.
when you think about it,
That shit wasn't just right. It wasn't right. It just I don't want no dick that's sick and deadly going inside of me. You know, I'm just being honest. I'm just keeping it so real. I mean, it's just
don't nobody
it
want sick. That's true. Don't nobody want sick dick. It's just like
inside of
men
there.
don't want a sick, vagina.
What,
But
what
that,
if the condom would have bust? That you jeopardize me. You gamble my life, my guy. You straight gamble me. You gamble me from March all the way till I found that pill. You gamble me. What if the condom would have bust? Boom, that one bust. Boom, I'm infected. You know, that's why I went on that rampage. Yes, ma'am. So,
went on live.
huh?
Well, how long was it before you came across the pill? What came to tell me about the situation when he tried to invade your house?
When he tried to, well, he did, paid locksmith, and they got in trouble. He got in trouble. Girl paid the people to just to come in my house because he was there. You know, he was there. But at that moment, my guy, you didn't have no business over there. Over there, girl. When I got off from work, hit the motherfucking parking lot. His car was in my motherfucking driveway. He was inside my motherfucking apartment. So I called the motherfucking police. So so now it's me and his word outside because when the police got called, he's saying telling the police he lived there. So the police telling me I got to go to circuit court. I'm telling the police no, he don't live here. You know, we going back and forth. Girl, that was that right there. So some type of way he wind up leaving. He want he want he wound up leaving. He wound up leaving, but we were just into it. Okay, this journey with me and Eric, it was a lot. It was a lot from that 10th month to that December month and rolled around to 2018. But in the midst of it, he paid the little papa lot little guy and his little girlfriend to unlock the motherfucking door. He came in there, and that's when we got the fighting. He
Oh
attacked
my
me.
God, y'all start fighting.
He attacked me. Yes, ma'am, girl. And my neighbor, thank God, he heard it. Girl, chased him with the baseball bat, no fucking cap. So at that time, everybody now coming out. We live in some apartments behind Community Bakery, behind the changes now. That it's quiet over there, so they hear me going out because the commotion, my little white neighbor, he was white and I liked that little man so much. That man picked up that motherfucking baseball bat. Boy, you can see Eric hauling ass down the little sidewalk, talking shit. The nigga had the nerves to go, this, you stupid idiot. Why the hell he get in his car? You had a chance to leave. You had a chance to get away. Why he circle back? Why he come back? Like now, when he came back, the white man was like, "There he go, right there, girl." He turned where we was at, and the police snatched his ass up out that car. And so, in the midst of the police snatching him out the car, I was already telling them the situation with the pills and everything. Girl, that night was the longest, coldest night of my fucking life. So
Oh,
when so when they um pulled him, so when they arrived, we was tussling in my fucking house. So I had a scar. I was bleeding. So that's how he got arrested because they saw that blood. That was the domestic. So in the police report, I was telling the officer this is what happened. So they arrest him, and so the officer came to me, and I was like, I found the HIV. I said, I went to UMS. I told him, I said, if you find a pill with this number on it, my right hand, the guy, that police officer pulled his ass up out the car. This, because he was denying the pill. He kept
he was
denying this
saying that the
pill.
pill wasn't his.
He said it probably this what he said. He said, I said, but the fucking pill was by your work glove. Girl, he said the pill got stuck on the bottom of his work shoe.
No, ma'am.
I said, who the hell do you think you talking to?
Like
Girl,
you stupid.
that was the freshly pill God made him drop for me because the relationship was so good. The
Oh my God.
that's this when I feel like it was on the spiritual level. When I found the pill, you gambled me since March all the way till I found the pill. You gambled my life, and so when you gamble me, and I found the little pill, it was like, girl, it was
Oh my
that I don't even. That was just a scary moment of my life. Like it was
God.
scary.
So when you initially found the pill, you felt like your safety could have been at risk if it came to you confronting him about it.
It was because when we got the fight in my apartment, and so this I'm going back to when the police pulled them out the car. So I asked the police, if you see this number on this pill in this color, this man, the police pulled him out, searched his car. He walked over to. He had to call his lieutenant. He had to call some more officer down there. Now it's fucking true because now the police officer see why I called the police and I called why the fuck you in my shit. So how the fuck you get in my shit? Nigga, I ain't gave you no fucking key. Because the at the time when I was working at Raceway, baby, I used to have to be at work at 4:30 in the morning and I get off at 12 o'clock uh, noon. So that was my shift at a Raceway. So nigga, when you go to work, I'm still there. When you go to work, when you get off, I'm still there because I'm the only female, the only lady letting you in because it's my shit and you didn't have a key. So how did you get in my house? So the police pulled him out, told me they called some more he called some other car down there. Man, they arrest him for now this a whole nother charge. I told them the police, gave them my police report at the hospital. So they knew, I guess they knew what it was, took his ass straight to jail. So I didn't stay there that night because I was scared he was go get out, but he was like, no, he had to see the judge. I was so north. So when they took him to jail, so the police was talking to me about, what I need to do, but I already knew what I need to do. But he was just so concerned. I was just crying when who I was on the phone with somebody. I was on the phone with my mama when the police. I was still in my car, and when the police found those pills, all those pills, he nodded at me. He straight nodded. Girl, I
Why he
started
not you
screaming
like that?
because I told him, I said, if when you pull him out that car, I said, can you please do me a favor? I said, please help me. I said, I need to know if you see any pills. The color of the pill, I described him, the number on the pill. That man searched his car, raised up, looked at me, he nodded, walked over to the other, because I needed to know. That's when, girl, I damn near passed out because now you have this shit, girl. The police, girl, took so many motherfucking. I'ma see, can I get those pictures? When them police is pulled out all that motherfucking medication of the pill,
Girl,
different type of motherfucking pills, girl, they had to take pictures of this shit.
it was that many pills, Monique.
It was that many loose pills all over the car because I never rode in his car. I always had my own car. So
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
just
So in his car, it was a bunch of pills.
a bunch of HIV pills. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Oh, that's scary,
motherfucking ma'am.
girl. Oh
Huh?
God.
And so they took his sick ass to jail. And so I went to my mama house and spent the night, packed my little bag. My neighbors, they came over there, talking to me, looking at my face. And I was telling them, don't touch my face. I said, because right now, I mean,
You not
I
for
ain't,
sure.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shit. He went to court. He got out on bond. And so in the midst of me, I still went to work. I still went to work in the midst of
You
all of this
still went to
bullshit.
work.
I still went to work. I was just so silent. It was like I was walking on air. But I still went to work to sort of ease my mind and get my thoughts together. Which way now I'm about to go with this? Now, nigga, I'm gunning for you. Cause you violated me as a woman. You touched me when you didn't have no fucking business touching me.
Oh my God,
I don't, I don't,
Monique.
I don't.
How did you get through? How did you just get up every day, get ready, and go to work? How did you maintain? What was your like? How?
I'm gonna tell you what song got me through many motherfucking storms and many motherfucking days. Yolanda Adams. I'm gonna be ready. That song right there.
Oh wow, I'm gonna look that up when I get off of here,
Yeah,
girl.
that song. That song, and it was one more the sisters
Mary, Mary,
Mary um
I cried my last tear.
no. The road will be easy, and I don't. That song, Mary. Now two songs
I'm
help me
gonna drop the
through
links to those songs down. You make sure you tell me exactly what they are so I can come back and
my
drop the links. Whenever y'all going through a hard time, look them songs up because if
that
I went through
that.
what you went through, I could not get up and go and cut no hair. Like my mind will not be there.
But look when I saw Corey and his daddy get killed, I still didn't go get
Yeah,
him.
I was there when it happened.
You were a witness, yes, but yeah,
We
that's
gonna have to do
another
a story
story.
time about that. That's for another show, most
Yes.
definitely. So me and my
Mm-hmm.
were in 1997,
Six.
1996. Yeah, that was the year Pac passed. R.I.P. Pac. Um, but yeah, that was May of '96. It was Memorial Day weekend. We was a witness to a double homicide at the age of
Mhm.
14 to 15, 15 to 16.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got to do a story time about this situation. I really
Yeah.
hate that happened to you, Monique, and I'm glad you came out good.
Yeah, came out better, came out, but in the midst of me, and I'm gonna go on my Facebook page because it was a young lady. that that she reached out to me, and I'm a screenshot it. Y'all won't know her name, but it came from my Facebook uh page, but she went through the exactly same thing I went
Oh,
through.
I think that's the young lady I spoke with.
See, see this video have to be part two because Eric was going with her for 3 years.
Oh, they were together for 3 years.
They was together for 3 years. Yeah. See,
Money,
I can't talk. I
somebody
can't.
want to link. Well, this is an interview. I don't think you're down to answer any questions from anybody in the audience.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Who? Somebody want to ask me something?
somebody want to ask something. I'm gonna. I mean, I don't know if you're down to do that.
I mean, they can ask me. I'm willing to talk about it.
Okay,
Whatever.
I see somebody down in the chat that asked something, but I'm not the one to ask any questions. But if somebody want to, I'll drop the link. And if you would like to ask Monique any questions, let's be respectful. We respect everybody and every guest on this platform. So if you're willing to get up here and be respectful and adult, you most definitely can get on here and ask Monique something if you want to. So I'm gonna drop that. Okay, so all y'all got to do is click the link before you tap in. Just make sure your volume is working because it's going to move up and down if it's working. You're welcome to do that. But yes, Monique, go ahead and continue. You guys make sure you hit that like button if you're in here, and most definitely share this video because information like that needs to be out. Me and Monique was talking before we actually got added to the live and went live, but I was telling her back when I started doing YouTube back the end of 2019, there was a DJ and he was from, let me see where he was from. Okay, he was from South Carolina. He was from South Carolina. His name was DJ Kid. And I want you guys to take a look at this. DJ Kid actually exposed 600 women to HIV.
He needs to be put to death. They
Yeah.
need to take his life.
And Monique, do you know who they seen him up in pictures with as far as famous people?
Who?
Trina. Oh, it's somebody. Hold on. I thought it was somebody back there. But the rapper Trina was in there. He took a picture with Hillary Clinton. I seen him in a picture with Kaya.
So he was just famous or something like that.
A
Had
famous
rank.
DJ. A famous DJ in South Carolina.
Oh.
I'm gonna find a video real quick. Give me a high second. Oh yeah, he was a famous DJ.
And was sick. See now, see that right there. He need to
Yeah,
be.
he used to
He need
also
to be.
traffic girl. He used to traffic girls too. He got trafficking charges. I had Googled him not too long ago, actually.
See, he needs to
It's
be.
like periodically when I do stories on people, sometimes I do go back and Google stuff just to see if it's any current updates so I can
2-year-old
another video.
white male.
See, he needs to be
It
in
has
jail.
came to the light that
Yeah.
he actually took those pictures making chronicles.
Oh my God.
He actually took those pictures making HIV and AIDS chronicles, recording these girls so he could have it in his log of all the women that he gave HIV to. So when I initially seen this story flash and I heard the talk and everything on social media about it, I think it was probably Friday night going into Saturday morning. So I'm like, oh my God, this is flashing me back. And anyone out there that's from the Little Rock area, remember this, the Craig Fuller situation. Craig Fuller was a guy, I think he was from Pine Bluff, but this was around maybe '05, '06, '07. It came to the light that he had spread HIV to, maybe at least 300 girls. Little Rock is a smaller city, I believe, in South Carolina. But all of those cases, when I started thinking about it, all of those cases that happened in Little Rock, Arkansas back in '05, '06, '07, when, hundreds of girls had caught and, came across this one guy, Craig Fuller. And for some reason in these small towns, there's always one guy that's screwing with all the girls. And it's just an epidemic. I guess it's in every town. It's probably in the small towns too. But this is what I'm saying. And I'm not just going to put it in the category of this a white man, but I'm saying some girls just fetishize about that. They have what they call a fetish about a white man. What is it about the Snow King that entice you? Like, I just used that word. But look, what is it about him? All y'all out here letting this guy, and he put it in a text. He made sure he nut in him. He made sure he never used a condom, and you guys let him.
Do you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said, Monique?
Yes, girl. That is terrible. That is.
Let me go towards the end a little bit.
I really want to know. I want to know what the hell.
Like, oh my God.
No, why the hell? Let me write on this.
You would instantly feel weak, be want to faint and fall out after he come in. You be thinking you catching a nut. Nah, that's all them demons going into your DNA.
Yeah.
You see that? That's what I wanted to speed up. Do you hear what I just said?
Yeah, that's true. That's true facts.
A man will sit there and release in you, and all that bad energy is going in you.
And
it's
see,
more than just sex. It's spiritual.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Inside of you. It's spiritual, ladies. And just think, he gave it to 600 women. Those were 600 women who let that man release in them without any protection. And they caught what he was willing and actually trying purposely to give them. And they made it so easy. And you know why? Because he got around a lot of low-income Black women, and he took advantage of it.
And then another thing, just he damaged 600 women. But look at the 600 women that got it and got mates. Other niggas they fucking with on the side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now these 600 women just jeopardize 600 men. Now you don't know. It goes, it spreads.
Oh, and it spreads.
Yeah.
You know what they say? I have to look it up. But I don't want to, because I don't like to say stuff and be wrong. So I'm gonna look
and
it
be
up.
wrong. You want to know the facts, and I respect that. Yeah. I respect that.
Oh yeah, because I don't want to bring my people nothing wrong. We've been lied to enough. I'm not finna keep lying.
Keep lying. Let's be honest. Let's everybody be honest. That's why this story is so important for. And so. So in the midst of Eric, I'm finding out he had AIDS or whatever. We went to court. The girl, I forgot the girl name, but her name was her last name was Battles. Battles.
Oh, I know some Battles in Pine Bluff.
And so I just remember we going to court, and I remember when we get to the to the judge, they say what it is. So she never knew her husband you married had HIV, AIDS. I mean, he had AIDS. She never knew. So when she heard what she heard, girl, that girl got up, ran straight out the courtroom. So you know this. I'm already. I got the two police officers with me. I got it's somebody else. It was somebody else in that courtroom with us. So the girl ran out the courtroom. I still had time. I don't know because it was just it was at that moment. I think it was getting over. The judge was finished, so I
Oh
went
yeah.
outside.
Mm-hmm. Regina,
Go
I know
go
what.
ahead.
Oh, nothing. I just seen Regina talk about the guy named Snow. You remember Snow was from our town, Monique?
Yeah,
Yeah, they said it was rumors that he was going around sick and giving it to females. But continue, Monique.
but so girl, look, we I got we I got interrupted, but it was just I don't know, girl. I'm just the Eric Garden stuff, y'all. That really did happen to me. I was dealing with this man, but I'm just so grateful and I'm so humble and I'm so that he didn't give it to me. Bad enough, I slept with you. So I have to give the most high praise every day because many he jeopardized my life. The condom, the condom could have bust. Anything could have happened. So, um, man. And so, Katie, oh,
Oh yes,
oh.
I hear you. You see me?
Yeah, yeah, I see. I'm reading it. I think about okay. I
Oh
was
yes, I was about to read it off. I'm gonna let you finish what you're talking about.
But go ahead read because somebody got a question. We can read it.
Okay, okay. Let me read the question first, and then I'll read it. Okay, Regina was speaking about snow, and then Regina Williams. Shout out to Regina in the chat. Shout out to
Hey,
everyone.
Regina.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up most definitely. And thanks for supporting us, supporting Monique, and allowing her to tell her story. Regina, she ended up saying, "Do you remember the guy that they called Snow? There was rumors that he was going around sick and he was giving it to females. I remember Snow. He had a car shop, and if yeah, allegedly I heard that." And I heard that he also used to entice younger boys to do things
Boys.
free car paint done. That's just rumors and allegedly. But yes, I've heard stories about Snow, most definitely.
Oh
Um,
wow.
as Snow was from Arkansas, I do believe. Yep, he was. And Regina said, "Ain't that like soul ties?" Yes, when you let people releasing you, you let these men releasing you. It is like soul ties, and that's why you see some of those girls that be with them men act really crazy, and you see
Yes.
they be going batch crazy. They be crazy, and you be like, "Oh, she crazy over here. He must got that good." No, he done released all them bad demons in her, and that's why she act like that. And sometimes
And
when women break those soul ties and get away from those guys, you'll notice that they change too.
and then on top of that, now we talking about soul ties and like that bad entity. When that man out here sleeping with different motherfucking women, and
All
that
these
and
spirits.
and all now spirits inside of that man, whoever this man dealing with, you have to be prayed up when you dealing with a man out here sleeping with different women, because he bringing you different spirits and different entities toward he bringing it to you. You gonna find yourself changing. You gonna find yourself with a fucked up attitude. You damn spirits, damn curses is on you. Facts,
Ooh, you ain't
real
lying,
talk.
girl. Ooh, you
That's a
ain't.
whole nother talk show, y'all. In the future, soul ties is real. That stuff is
Sometimes it's so
real.
real, Monique. And you know what? It's like when you around them, you don't even know what is going on. You don't even know what's going on. You got that spiritual soul tied just hanging on to you, and every woman that he slept with is lingering in his loins. His
Yes,
loins is his
that
ball.
is that is true. That
All of
oh,
those
that is
spirits
so
of
true.
every single girl that a man sleep with is lingering in his balls. So sometimes a woman could be just a good woman and she'll lay down with a man like that and she'll get harlot spirits attached to her. She's not
Oh,
even to sleep with other men, but she get with this dude and all of a sudden she feeling like she want to throw this thing around to everybody. She trying to give the cookie to everybody, and this woman not even like that. You got a
mm,
whole of a guy that's tainted in his spirit with soul ties to 3, 4, and 500, 600, like that guy gave it to 600 women. And those are just the women who came out. Think of all the women who probably got it in contact with Eric Garner that didn't come out.
Didn't come out. And then the number
Monique.
Let me tell y'all something. When I was telling my mother that I need my story to be heard, because in my heart I knew I would be helping another brother, I would be helping another sister. My mother feel like it was gonna bring shame on the family. And I was like telling my mama, no, it's not. She said, Monique, it's not time for you to tell your story. She said, it's not. She said, and that was a secret all the way up from 17, 18, 19, 20. And I think I broke for, I talked about it in 2020. I believe 2021 when I did that video. That's when I told everybody that was me, the Eric Garden. I'm that female about that flyer. That's me. So did nobody know that? So I was silenced. I was so quiet behind this. I moved on with my life knowing that I have been with a man that I have had intercourse with all the way from March of 2017 all the way up to the 10th month of 2017. The journey wasn't long. It was something different, and he was just charming. He was a fucking charming guy, like for real, for real. But yeah, shit, shit is real, y'all. Shit is real. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
had a question.
go ahead.
I know last week you came on the show and we spoke about KD Khalil. So how did you deliver the message to him as far as the Eric Garner situation? Because I know you got into a relationship with him like in 2018.
Um, I just told him, I was, dealing with a man that try, uh, tried to give me, AIDS, HIV, and then he called me one day, and I was getting tested, and he trying to make like, oh, he go get tested too. You going to get tested because you doing other things you don't have no business doing.
Oh, he got scared.
Well, he go get tested anyway. He always go get tested.
Anyway.
So I was getting tested, and I told him, I said, that's when I told him, I said, baby, you don't even know my journey. That's when I said I was with somebody that had AIDS, was trying to get me AIDS. And I said, and this is just a part of my journey. This is a part of what I do. When I go live and show I'm at getting my HIV done, that's just a part of Unspoken Voices.
Yes, that's a part of the journey too. I really do think it is. And Bougie Barbie said your mother was right to caution, but you were right to tell your story. Thank you for being brave and strong.
Thank you.
I know this. She said, I know this wasn't easy to do. Oh, I know it wasn't easy to do. That's the same thing I was saying. And you was getting up, going to work, and you was continuing to push on, Monique. That is so strong and brave of you. And it's just like when you hear some of the stuff that us is especially Black women, like we go through like the most, like in at the beginning when I went live, I kind of flashed back to that movie that I seen by Tyler Perry called For Color Girls, and I remember Jada Jackson. She played a role, and she was like a high-powered, I think, attorney, or she worked for like an advertising company, but her husband was a lawyer, and he was actually a DL man, and he ended up giving her HIV, and they were married together since college, and she ended up getting HIV from her husband, and I remember that in that story, and it was just like seeing all the different things in that movie. I'm like, yes, us like Black women, like we go through a whole lot, People constantly target us. They plot on us and against us. They speak down on us constantly on podcasts and every place where there's a mic.
Yep.
There's someone there down in a black woman. And then, the people, some people that's not doing it, some of them there to cheer it on. So it's like we go through so much. And some people be like, why black women always saying they strong? It's because we can go through that and we can keep pushing. When you will see some people will go through it and they become bitter.
Yep. Become bitter.
You have to become bitter by the things that you went through, because you went through those things so you could come out better. Just like a diamond is made by going through the fire.
Facts.
The rose that comes out of the concrete, sometimes it's the most beautiful rose you will ever see.
And then I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna share this link. I'm gonna share y'all this video when I get off live. This a video.
Share it to your Facebook page. I most definitely share it to my community tab over here on YouTube.
I've been having this video since 2017. A young man named Jalo worked at Raceway. He from another country. So he knew what I was going through. I told Jalo's private. So he sent me this video. Girl, when that video helped me out, when I heard that video, I just broke down, because more to the video, I was broken in the inside. I was so broken, and I put on a facade. I put on a show, like, it really wasn't no show. I was broke in the inside, but I was healing myself at the same time. I was still walking in my storm. I was still getting up, going to work every day. I distanced myself. So out the blue, something just came. Something said, don't let this get you down. Start back living your life. I start back living my life, but I start back living it. So it was like God just reached. I was already a good person, but it was like, you experienced this. This is your story. You gonna come across somebody else that happened, in which I did. And that's why my mama didn't want me to tell my story. Now the universe, everything happened the way it's supposed to happen. It was a reason why I ran across Eric. It's the reason why God or the devil, whoever sent him my way. It was all in the midst of my journey. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. So right now I'm just living my life right now, day by day. And I went through that, y'all. It was scary as fuck. I went through that, and I just thank God that I did not get AIDS, HIV.
Oh, thank God.
I was with this man. I'm so glad I did not. Now the whole world know my story. The whole world know the Eric Garden.
And Bougie Barbie, she says some people do become bitter or they completely fall apart. We keep living life and helping our community while we're going through the hard times. That is so true.
Yep. And then
do.
And then in the midst of, so me healing myself behind closed doors. But when I moved out my apartment, but when they arrested him, because he went back to jail. So I remember me, y'all, when I tell y'all I threw everything away, from sheets, pillows, shower curtains, towel, man, I shook my whole mother. So in the midst of me cleansing, I did, and I didn't understand why the Most High made me do the things I did in the midst of my journey. For 3 days, I cleansed myself. I was just following the assignment. That's the only thing I was doing. I just remember the universe, the Most High, told me no soap, just pray and clean water in my shower. So I get in my shower. Um, I was just praying and crying, just praying to the Most High, and I was just crying because it was a battle that I beat. It was I was just praising him, but that water from my faucet was really cleansing me. Pure girl, it was on a spiritual journey all the way up to I talked about it on Facebook with the guy like Leroy Jones was on the bike set giving
It was
HIV.
another man doing that at the bike club.
Yes, and they swept that shit under the rug.
Now who
So
was
the
he?
a guy that was dating one of my sisters outside of in my club. I'm not
Oh
gonna
my
say her
God.
name. I'm not gonna say her name. And this how I broke free when somebody, another Etsy in a whole nother social club, dropped my sister was in my club the information with this man having AIDS. He had this shit because he gave it to two women. He had for a fact he had this shit and got this shit. So make a long story short, so my club sister got the information and called me. She called me screaming and hollering. I thought something happened to one of her kids. So I'm at work in the middle of my shift, my right hand neck. She would tell you I walked off my job, went straight to that girl. And she when I got there, she showed me what was going on. I said, so the man you sleeping with supposed to have AIDS? She said, yeah, she was screaming and
Oh
hollering.
my God.
The only thing now, remember, y'all, I've been silent all the way up to this happened to her in 2020. This happened to somebody in my club. She never dated a man on the bike set, never been with a man on the bike set. She started dealing with Leroy Jones. This man knew he had AIDS. He already affected two women on the bike set. Another SC in the whole nother motherfucking club dropped my club sister the information because they both sleeping with the same man. Oh, girl, know that he's sick. My sister in my club don't know he's sick. So when she get the information, I go straight to her. That when I pulled up and went in that girl house, that girl was in her living room screaming and hollering and crying.
Oh
She
my
called her.
God.
Yes, girl, she called her family. She will tell her story. I'm telling you, if I call her, she will
If
tell
you get my
her
information
story.
out, if
Yes,
she's
ma'am.
feeling open, if she's feeling open to speaking about it.
Yes, but so this was so personal to me when it happened to her. Number one, you in my club, and you in my club. I'm the founder and the president of my club. As me being the founder of the president, baby, we gonna rock this shit. I'm gonna report your ass. I'm on every club this whole ass nigga was in for passing out this shit, and y'all did not say anything. They didn't say anything.
They didn't
They
say
didn't say it.
nothing.
No, girl, that shit was wild.
As
So
a matter of
so
fact, Monique, I'm gonna make sure I time mark that. Most definitely, I am going to time mark what you just said, so you can do.
that's why HIV is very important to me. That's why that did nobody in the world know my story till I spoke about it 2020 on Facebook. When I was crying,
Oh my God! And I'm just so glad we on this subject. I wanted to talk about the statistics real quick. Did you have anything else to say?
no.
Oh, okay. Let me. I'm gonna run down the top 10. Dang. Oh, loud car. Let me. It was These are the top 10 states with the highest amount of HIV cases. So let me make sure you guys can see this before I start
I know
talking.
Alabama was one of them. Birmingham was one of them.
And I know Memphis is most definitely on there. Just off the top of my head, I know Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's a couple of cities in Louisiana that's on that list. So if you guys go down there on vacation,
Y'all better be careful.
make sure you use a rubber. Make sure you use protection if you go to these places. Okay, I think you all can see that. Okay, so the top one is actually DC. DC has a 46.3% of the people out of, so 46.3 out of 100,000 people have HIV in Washington, DC. That's like, girl, that's almost half.
That's half.
So just think, I don't know how many people are in DC, but let's just say it was 1 million. That means half of them people, 500,000 of them, close to 500,000 of them, 400,000 have HIV.
Mm-hmm.
That is a high amount of people. I don't know if anybody out there in Washington, D.C., but if you are, most definitely, please be careful. Be careful. Hold on, let me make my face a little bigger because y'all, it looks really blurry. My eyes are crazy, so I'm gonna have to make this a little bigger, guys. I'm sorry. I probably need to get glasses. Okay, so going off into number 2, out of the 10 places in the United States with the top percentage of HIV cases. Okay, so number 2 is Georgia. And as you guys know, that's in Atlanta. So Atlanta, Georgia, the peach, them peaches out there is rotten and dirty. It's looking like rotten and dirty, y'all. Y'all out there in Georgia, be careful because 24.9% out of 100,000 people have it. And like I said, if you was to do the numbers, out of that 100,000, you take 250,000 of them, so that's 200 and some thousand people have cases of HIV.
HIV.
That's a lot of people, Monique.
That's a lot. It's a lot.
People. Okay, so, we got Florida. So if you in Florida, be careful. We got the whole state of Florida. It didn't even have a city. It didn't say Miami or it said Florida. So that means the whole state.
The whole state is everybody got it. The whole state. Dang.
So in Florida, it's 22.9% out of 100,000 people. So like I said, that's close to Georgia. So Florida is close to Georgia's percentage. So out of 100,000 people, I would say 20,000 or 22,000 have.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Period.
Going off into number 4 is Louisiana. Louisiana has 22.1% out of 100,000. So that's about the same as Florida. Maryland. So that's Baltimore. Yeah, they dirty out there. 17% out of 100,000. So out of every 100,000 people, 17,000 people have it. We go down to Nevada. That's actually where I'm residing in. That's why I ain't mess with nobody. You heard what I said about me? I've been abstinence, girl.
Okay, yes.
16.5% out of 100,000 people got it, HIV in Nevada, the whole state of Nevada. Texas, it's looking like Texas is coming in at number 7.
Wow.
7, they coming in at 15.4% out of 100,000. We got Mississippi, number 8. 14.3%. Now, this is what's scary about Mississippi. It's such a small number of people. So for 14%, that's horrible. It's a small number of people in Mississippi. You know, Mississippi and Arkansas are comparison when it comes to the amount of people there. I know in Arkansas, in the whole state of Arkansas, it's less than 3 million people. It's less than 3 million people in the whole state of Arkansas. That's crazy. And Mississippi is less. So Mississippi may be 2 million. Looking at that, those numbers are crazy. What comes in at number 10? The guy we just talked about, Jason Pope, South Carolina. South Carolina has a 14.3% rate of HIV out of 100,000 people. That is scary, Monique.
That is so scary. I just my heart, like for real, my heart go out to that DJ, that not to him, but the victims
DJ.
that he had. What was the man that was given the three
Tyson
six hundred? Yeah, the JC. Okay, that was the DJ man, right? The big
DJ.
time. Yeah, the DJ man. My
Oh,
heart go out to all them victims that he damaged. I feel them. I understand they pain. I know waiting on them test results
oh
is
my God. I couldn't
if
imagine actually knowing I came in and
my heart go out to. I wish I can just meet them and just hug them all and cry with them because I was a victim. I beat it. I beat it. The conduct of the bus he always ate my pussy. You know, it was just, excuse my French, excuse the language. I'm
he
sorry,
did
the JJ. Yeah. Oh, I
fellatio.
forgot relationships. I'm sorry, broadcast. One
Sorry,
trying to,
YouTube.
but I apologize on that end. But you know, it's just it's just my heart go out to him for real, for real.
Yeah, my
Like
heart
that's
goes
just
out to them as well. I think one last thing I don't think we did was actually read the article. Did you want me to read the article?
you got the police report. You
I
what
pulled it
article?
up on Google too.
What you well read the one on Google. You good, Katie?
Is
This
that
your
okay?
show, baby. Read
Okay,
it.
perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that up and read that. If you guys in the building right now, I think we're about at the hour and 20-minute mark. All right, it's looking like it's been staying steady. So thank you all in the chat. Thank y'all for hanging in. Make sure you hit that like button. We have to get these stories out. I said if I could sit up and talk about celebrities I don't know, I most definitely can bring some stories of people that I do know that have stories to tell. It's not
Yes.
just all about the celebrities over here at Katie Talk. We're concerned about our community.
Yes.
That's the
Yes.
important thing. So I think it's right here. Okay. So I'm going to share it so you all see. And okay, so going up through here, that's his picture. And it says that an Arkansas man has been arrested and accused of knowingly exposing a woman to HIV. Not the doctor, but the police in Little Rock, they ended up beginning the investigation in July after being called to a resident at the 1300 block of South Louisiana Street. Is that the street we're living on?
Yeah, that's my address.
Okay. South Louisiana Street. A woman told the authorities that Eric Garner struck her and grabbed her throat. The woman listed in the report as Garner's girlfriend then added that she found a pill earlier in her car earlier that summer, which was identified as an antiviral medication used to treat HIV. After visiting a doctor, she received a letter. It said that the woman told the officers she had performed numerous sex acts with Garner.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. When the officer took Garner into custody as a third degree domestic battery charge. So was he charged like with actually like trying to expose you? Did he ever
Yeah.
get charged with
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. He was charged. He was
Okay,
charged.
so he requested a bag containing other medication. Is that the bag you was talking about the police scene?
Yes.
A bag of medication for HIV. The report said that it noticed that Garner made an apparent reference to the health insurance portability and accountability of the officer, and he told the officer that he could not acknowledge if he had HIV. So he actually didn't just come out and say, "Yeah, I got it."
Yeah, that's why the wait was so long because they had to contact the VA hospital because he was a military. He was a
He
Marine.
was military.
They discharged him from that. I found that out in the midst of my journey with this. And
This
so
was a military man going around
he
here with
was
HIV, sleeping with women.
sleeping with women's.
Oh my
Yes, he was. I mean, that picture right there. But when you see him, like he was a nice looking, a nice looking
It
man in the
looked like
flesh.
a nerdy type of square dude. He looked
Very
square.
smart. Very smart.
Oh my god, and he had that girl.
Yeah.
If I was just out and about walking and seeing him, I wouldn't look at him and think that.
And I'm gonna tell y'all the symptoms and the signs to look for when you dealing or come across somebody and you feel like something is out the way. These the signs when you know you dealing with a person with HIV. If this
Did
your
they discharge
boyfriend,
him from the army? Hold on. Did they discharge him because of his illness?
yes, yes,
Oh, for
facts,
real?
all facts, yes,
Oh my
all facts.
god. Oh
So these the signs, y'all. The signs I've noticed when I was dealing with him. Um, I noticed a rash on his shoulder blade. It was like a fungus, big rash. I never questioned the rash because I just thought it's probably a birthmark because I
did it
want
look like dry skin?
no, it looked like fungus. It looked like eczema. What's that?
Oh, it's like
Eczema.
eczema.
But it's just in one spot. Like
So
look
it
for
wasn't all
rashes.
over his back.
It ain't all over when you come across somebody. It don't spread. It's just that one spot wherever the rash hit it. That's HIV. And I noticed when we used to sleep at night because he went to Walmart one night and bought a fan. Cause I don't believe in all that air. Like my air, he don't. My house is insulated. So night sweats. I used to have to change the sheets like crazy because his whole side be full of fucking sweat. So
He used to
I
sweat
have to
that bad in his sleep.
yeah, so I had to start sleeping with the air on, freezing the fuck up out of me. I didn't
God.
know at the time what it was. So when I started educating myself, I said the rash that I saw on his shoulder blade, the goddamn puddles of sweat, the whole bed be full of sweat.
Oh my
Like,
god.
yeah, on his side, he be wet, wet. Yes. Now the signs I saw, when I was dealing with him. So
Ooh.
look for a rash and night sweats, y'all. When you get with somebody and you having sex, so you see a rash on your nigga back or your female, and that rash don't supposed to be there. Look at that rash real careful. That's when you need to get the asking questions because it's a different type of rash, and it's a different type of rash, and you would know that different type of rash if anybody ever come across contact like that.
Oh my god. And
Yeah.
Bougie Barbie said, did they look like a black patch?
Yes.
It looked like
Yes.
a patch.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Facts. All facts. Yes, ma'am.
Oh wow. That is so scary.
Yep. So there was I questioned the Most High, and then I didn't even question. I said, I guess this was my journey. I mean,
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
know.
that you needed to go through.
Yep, and I had to help other people because the people us like my mama was feeling like it was gonna bring shame on the family. I was feeling like I don't give a dang what nobody's saying. People need to hear this story.
People need
I'm
to hear
helping
it.
somebody else. But now that I go back on my journey, I understand why she did what she did and everything happened the way it happened. So I'm against anybody, and I need to start rocking more of my little t-shirts I be getting made and stuff shit in dresser drawers and shit in there, and start really promoting and stand on what the fuck I believe in out here. So
Mhm.
yeah, because he gambled my life. He gambled my life, and I don't wish that on my enemy. I don't wish that on nobody. Man, for real, for real.
I really
Mm-mm-mm.
hate that you went through that, but I'm glad you came out clean and unscathed. And I'm so glad that you came on here and gave us your time and gave us your story from your
You
heart.
welcome. You welcome, sister. No problem. But y'all,
so much.
Wrap up.
Most definitely, Monique.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. Like I said,
Thank y'all.
we're gonna have to come with a video talking about the journey we went through when we were a witness to a double homicide. So if you come in and watch the playback, please make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you will get the notifications whenever I go live or post a video. Most definitely. And Monique, I don't know if anybody wanted to hit the link real quick for about 5 minutes, ask any questions. I got the link where you could come up and get on. Let me go through here and see did anybody leave any questions in here. Okay, because I believe I had seen somebody leave a question. But let's see, make sure. Okay, so somebody said the news article. Okay, something about the news article. Okay, the news article said something about virus antibodies were found in the system. Where did that come from?
Girl, I know who she's my enemy.
Who is that?
This is my little niece be on the Jan Smith stuff.
Is that the one that was on the other video?
Yeah, this her. I don't want to. She come up with a different name.
What is she talking about?
I don't know.
Girl, I'm so sorry about that. Let me hide that.
You good. When I saw that name.
Okay. Okay. She said just be abstinence. Regina Williams said that. And
yeah.
Regina Williams said the pills don't always work. And Zoom the paperwork up. Oh, Majestic said, girl.
Girl, I'm not zooming nothing to your butt. Get out, girl. Bye.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you. If you came in late, I just made it, an hour, 30 minutes. You guys most definitely go back. Comment down in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do a part 2, we can get a part 2 going. If we want to have another topic just speaking on HIV and the things that we go through as far as that. So most definitely, you got any comments, questions, concerns, drop right down in the comment section. Hit that sub button. Go ahead and like it. And share out the information. Thank you all.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
And
most definitely thank my audience because we would not be without at least one person in the building.
Yes, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for listening.
Yes, I thank everybody that came in and jumped out, and I just thank you so much for your support. You don't know how much I thank you. It's been a journey.
We saving the community.
Yeah,
we saving the community.
But I've been hanging on in there, and I'm most definitely. I have an interview coming up in like another week or so with a Hebrew Israelite. So we're going to be getting off into things dealing with the Black community, interracial relationships, what the Black man and the Black woman can do to bridge this gap that we got in between us, talking about gender wars and the manosphere. We're going to be hitting on some really good topics, most definitely. So you don't want to miss it because I got so much, honey. When I say some 5 shows, hit that subscribe button. Love y'all. Peace.